Boy, are you in for a treat this morning. So we're going to be talking about SMS, specifically the tool Voodoo, but I'm also going to show you how we get all of our leads, how we do literally everything to get us to the point where we're sending zero emails, zero text. I don't know why it's not showing any. We sent like 16,000 yesterday. But if I go to like this date, we've sent, oh, there we go. There you go. 50,000 texts. And off the back of that, we've probably had 50 odd meetings. We were getting about one meeting every 1,000 messages, which is pretty good. There's room for improvement, and we're working on it, but it's very early days. I wonder if I can let's do the last month or so. Let's see. I know it's fairly new. I don't know which date we started it. Oh, in fact, I need to cover who's booking the meetings and everything as well. Okay, so we did start it nearly a month ago. So we're nearly on 70,000. You can see at this point we're getting like 7 booked meetings a day. So we're just like, more volume. So we went to 11,000. But yeah, this is a really powerful tool. We've changed the copy. We're testing different things. But for a way to get some really quick clients and start some really quick conversations, this is what I would recommend doing. So you've got the dashboard. You can upload your contacts on here. You can do whatever you need. Your next week's contacts again. So we are basically pulling all of these from a tool called Row Zero, which is this one. It's completely free. All you need, as well as that, is the lead database. If you haven't got this, just send me a message. But it has got files that are way too big to be downloaded. But this is Apollo's 100 million lead database, which we've got hold of. There's nearly 1 million leads from Snovio. There's loads and loads. They're just ones we've personally pulled. But loads and loads of data. All of this is from that big database leak about 5 years ago, where Facebook got hacked, LinkedIn got hacked, Apollo got hacked, and all of the data just got downloaded and dumped onto the internet. So all of this is fair game. It is literally out there in the internet right now, so that anybody can like get their hands on it and do what we're doing. So just be aware of that. I'd probably first thing I'd do is search my own number and see if I'm on there. It's too late now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But basically, what we're doing is downloading these sheets, uploading it to Row Zero, and then we're going through and like basically analyzing all of it. The reason we need Row Zero in the first place is because the files are so big that by us not doing this, Excel, Google Sheets will not function. I mean, Google Sheets barely functions for me on a normal day. However, it will not work. So you need this tool, which just basically allows you to do millions and millions and millions of rows of data, which all of these have. Like if there's 100 million rows in here, think about how many there are going the other way. There's probably like in the billions of data sets, all in every single one of those. So yeah, that's what we're doing. The other one, which is one that we're playing around with now, just to do more targeted data, is Signal Hire. So if you go onto their pricing, they've got a really good unlimited plan. Admittedly, we will like max this out in about 3 days, because that gives you unlimited credits. However, if you look at their fair use policy, when you used to hover over it here, it's 5,000 credits per month, which last time I checked, 5,000 is a long way from unlimited, but you know, they've put it in their fair use policy, so they can do as they like. But you can also negotiate a higher package we already have, so we'll need about 5,000 a day. But it is extremely cheap to get that, and you can just do a phone one. So that will just get you unlimited phone numbers that you can pull directly from LinkedIn. So if I go back, it will give you this kind of like database of people to search for. So you can search for job titles, so you go for owners, you can go for company name, industry, employee count, which is always a good one. All of this, and it gets the data directly off LinkedIn. You can also do companies. I don't know why you would, but you can. You could just get all of the employees for Apple and text them saying thanks if you wanted. So there's someone here already. They give you a couple of free pages of data, including Alex Hormozy. Oh no, I've pulled Alex Hormozy's contact information. But there you go. You can have that. Give them a bell. Okay, so once we've got the leads, you then go to create new, and then you are basically just put a description in here. Let's see if I'll just let me make one. Oh, for God's sake. What should I call it? Test. It's 4 letters last time I checked. Right, okay, let's see, okay. There we go, perfect. Upload file, so just click on that and then upload your CSV that you've either downloaded from row 0, Signal Hire, wherever you've gone and found these emails. Oh, the other one, which I didn't mention, in fact there's 2. Appify does a lovely mobile phone scraper. Let's put mobile number. So there you go, loads of these, all on here. The best one, then the one that I'm really looking for, well, if you want to target like USA real estate agents, brilliant. If you want to target cruise map ship scrapers, I don't know why you'd want to... Anyway, I'm getting distracted. You can validate phone numbers through here, everything on that. But the real one I was looking for is the Google Map one. I mean, the yellow pages and stuff like that, all of those are on there. But all of these Google Maps will pull every number that's on there, and you've just got to filter by the mobile ones for the UK. US is slightly different, and I'd recommend a different tool, which will be a different video. But for the time being, stick with the UK, and you can do it like this, no problem. Anything else to cover on there? Oh, and then of course the other one is going on to Google Maps. Where do you fancy today? Should we do Telford? And then put in here, what am I looking for? Builders. So you go onto here, all of these are on here. Quite a few of these are landline numbers and then some mobile numbers. And then once again, we go to our wonderful instant data scraper, try another tab, this one here. As you can see on here, it is pulling all of their numbers in one row there. And then just tick the infinite scroll button and then press start crawling and it will just run through. Once again, completely free. So well worth a try. I'll just get rid of those. So anyway, once you've got that, wherever you get the leads from, doesn't matter. You can add it in there. If you want to do it manually, you can. But if you're doing anywhere near as much volume as us, you won't want to. Okay, and then you go to send SMS. So you want to be on web SMS. APIs for like literally API, and then emails to be triggered by email. Go to create new. And then on here, you can name it. You'd select your recipients, so the people that you've just added there. So I'd click on my new test campaign and then do it on here. So a little thing that's quite bizarre on here is if you copy and paste the message in, so you've got 160 characters. If you copy and paste the text in from anywhere else, it will say, oh, you've only got 70 characters. You'll be like, eh, what? But I don't know why, but if you manually type it out, you'll be completely fine. So obviously you want static things like the full errors on that side. Put that in there. And then, what's the other thing? You don't want any, I mean, you could add an emoji in, I guess. I wouldn't add URLs on the initial text just so that you don't get flagged by different providers. I wouldn't send an attachment. Just do that, especially because it will cost you like £1 million. And then I would click on schedule once I've done that. Choose the hours that you want it to start sending and press next. The other thing that I'm actually looking for is the variables. I'm assuming it's because I haven't actually added any leads. But when you add the leads in, you'll have variables. So depending on where you pull the data from, if it's row 0 like this, you'll end up with their name anyway. So nothing to worry about there. And then you will be able to kind of click through and make sure all of that works. And link up the name. So like same as we're doing on email or any other provider, it's just like, hi name. If you've got the company name, I just put, hi, are you the owner of X? And then jump into your message. Just remember you've got 160 characters, so you can't go crazy with what you can say. You literally just want your offer. Like we help estate agents free up time using AI, or we help accountants double their clientele by freeing their time up using AI, or whatever it is that you want to sell to them. That's your opportunity to pitch it, and you want pretty much nothing other than that, other than a call to action at the end. Call to action is very key to make sure that all works. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I genuinely think that's it. Then of course you'll have your inbound. So you're gonna get loads of people. Yes, I want to leave. Being like, who's this? I'm 85 and peacefully retired. To sell what? Like all of these different things. You will get loads of positive responses. Like that top one is genuinely an interested lead. So it's like, okay, fine. What are we doing with this? You can categorize keywords and stuff like that. But the real kicker on here is we have people, appointment setters, sat phoning these leads. So the second it comes up, a appointment setter will pick up the phone and phone them and basically pitch them and get their email and other information to book them in. I say get their email because we've already been through row 0. We've got a sheet which the setters and we have access to, which has all of the phone numbers in and their email and their name. So the second somebody goes onto Calendly, you can share your Calendly as well. So we have a round robin event. Oh, I've just clicked off it. For SMS. Let's see if I can remember what it's called. I think it's an intro call. It's a discovery call. Moment of truth. It's not going to tell me. Basically, we have a link that's broken down for each one so we can see exactly who's booked off Calendly. So somebody will go in, let's just copy the link so I can show you. Go in and book a call with me on here. So if it's the appointment setter doing it, they'll be on the phone and hello, Steve, thanks for your message. Here's my availability for Tuesday. I've got 9 a.m. if that works with you. Brilliant. Okay, here's a 9 a.m. Monday is looking fairly booked out already. So it would just be like, oh, when can you do? Our aim is to get them to book in ASAP. Like I want them booked in for, like if I'm phoning at, oh, it's 8 o'clock at the minute on a Saturday morning because I don't do anything but work. They would basically say like, look, I've got a 10:30 slot. Will that do? And they're like, oh no, I'm a bit busy today. And like, okay, well, I've got one this afternoon, and that's only about 1:30. Is that all right? Like, well, can you do later this week? Yeah, fine. I've got some gaps Tuesday, and basically just works their way all the way back. Just because these people have got it in their minds now, and they're way, way more likely to show up if you've kind of hounded them and got them booked in straight away, if that makes sense. So that's what we're doing, tracking all of the data. This then gets sent over to the closers, which are doing the closing, and also it will integrate into a group chat on WhatsApp where the closers and the appointment setters are all together. So then if there's any issues, the closers can talk to the appointment setters and vice versa. Oh, there's no availability on Tuesday at 3 p.m. One of the closers might be like, oh, well, I'm having my teeth brushed at that time. I'll move it to 4 o'clock, get them in. Or whatever it is. It's just a nice place that we can communicate, and we tie appointment setters to closers. So they've got a dedicated closer so that all of their incentives are aligned. Like that closer is chasing the appointment setter if they've not got meetings. And if they're doing a good job, the appointment setter knows about it. And if they all want to make money, they all do that as a collective. And that's where kind of like the sweet spot is at the minute. So that's how we're doing it. I'm wondering if there's anything else on here that I even need to show you. There's a compliance hub. You can fill this out. We've done the bare minimum to get live. There's reward schemes. Not worth really noticing. I can set you up an affiliate link. That would be excellent. What do you guys get off the back of it? Full price and 10%. Okay, if there's a link in there, it'll be because it'll be somewhat helpful for you guys. If there isn't one, it's because it's not worthwhile doing. Yeah, so we've got reports. You can see stuff on here as well. They go into our different appointment setters and closers. What else have we got? Yeah, I think that's it, to be honest. We're seeing some really good success with it, so give it a try. Let me know how you get on. Your main thing's message copy, keeping it short, keeping it sweet, and then obviously getting enough leads. But yeah, I hope that was helpful. Cheers.